How's it going, everybody? Josh Kronfeld here with RotoPros.com, doing a little Monday afternoon solo pod here, just kind of going through some names that I like tonight. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Hope you can get over to RotoPros.com. We're doing a 1-month free trial right now for the new year. Really trying to ring it in the right way. We got a beautiful community over here that we're always trying to grow. So, it's a really great opportunity right now. Check it out, rotopros.com. Check out my article. That'll kind of show you where I'm looking at names-wise, but otherwise, just going to go kind of a little game by game here. First game I'll talk about the Spurs and the Pistons tonight, 7 o'clock. There's some good price down people here, especially on DraftKings. I'm not a big LaMarcus Aldridge guy, but his price is definitely noticeably down tonight, especially a bit more of a cash play. And then on the Detroit side of the ball, Reggie Jackson, someone I wrote about, is one of my favorite guard plays of the night. By the way, sorry, I'm kind of like hunched over in the bathroom of the apartment, but my computer needs to charge. So you'll have to bear with me on that for this first solo pod episode. Normally I'll be outside in the sunshine with better video and not as hunched over, but that's not why you guys are here. You're here for the plays anyway. But like I said, on the Detroit side of the ball, Reggie Jackson and Reggie Bullock were two people that I wrote about that were just a little bit too cheap. Not my favorite plays on the slate, but guys that should definitely be in your cash lineups. Especially if you want exposure and you're having a game stack with the Spurs and an Aldridge lineup due to his price. Moving on, we have the Nets and the Celtics. The Nets are on the tail end of a back-to-back, so their starters are a little tired. Looks like there'll be some extra minutes to go around on the bench tonight, especially for the guards. So the Nets bench in what will probably be a blowout in Boston, with a full complement of players returning for the Celtics, should result in some extra minutes for the Nets and Celtics bench. Obviously, Terry Rozier's price is way up now because he's been a starter. So, he's someone that probably will do well tonight, but you don't want to roster that. That's, way too crazy for GPP play. I'm not very interested in this game. But I guess Shabazz Napier and probably Shabazz, one of the safer bench plays on the Nets that'll get some run. Moving on to the next game after that, we got the Jazz and the Bucks. I'm all over James Harden tonight personally. I've mentioned in the article until he's over 13K. It's just his production has been absurd. I mean, his usage has been over 42% in like 7 straight games or something. So. From a numbers standpoint alone, he's worth sticking in all lineups, cash and GPP. But if you want to pivot off of him tonight, Giannis makes a lot of sense. The Jazz are a tough defensive matchup, but in Milwaukee, they'll probably control the pace of this one a little bit more than as if it were in Utah. And Giannis has been calling out his teammates, so. When you call people out, you got to walk the walk too. So I expect him to keep up his insanely high level of play. But I'm more on Harden. That's just a GPP pivot if you want to expose yourself elsewhere. Moving on, there's the Nuggets at the Rockets. Probably the most highly owned game of the night. The Nuggets are pretty healthy at the moment, just like the Celtics. Gary Harris and Millsap should be returning to the starting lineup. People like Jokic, yeah, they're great, but their price is a little up due to their increased production when the team wasn't healthy. So Gary Harris is someone I'm definitely interested in on this, and Millsap as well, but not as much. And then on the Houston side of things, all you need is James Harden, but Harden-Capella combo always works out. So I'm fine with that as well. Next game, Grizzlies-Pelicans. Kind of the same situation here as the Bucks Jazz. Anthony Davis will obviously make for a decent pivot if you have plenty of Harden elsewhere and you still have some lineups to build and you want to just cover your bases. I'm fine with Anthony Davis tonight. Obviously, he's like number 3 in my top 3. significantly behind Harden, but it's good to, in case Harden gets hurt or something, having a guy like Anthony could make the difference. Although the Pelicans are another team that are approaching another team that's approaching full health. So a little less interested in that. I like to target the superstars that don't have much help around them and have to do all the heavy lifting. Then we have the Lakers and the Mavericks. This is a good matchup, but it's in Dallas, so maybe a little slower. LeBron's still out, so I could see Dallas winning this one kind of easily. What do we got here? Kuzma is still questionable, so we'll have to check that out closer to tip. Jalen Brunson did, I'm reading my friend's article, Jalen Brunson did just have a crazy game the other night and not very high ownership, but now that they're completely healthy and Barea is back and Devin Harris is back, I don't expect the Mavericks to need to go to him too much tonight, more than usual, and I wouldn't hop on him just because of the recency bias. So DeAndre Jordan was someone who stood out to me in projections earlier. He looks pretty good. He's a little too cheap. I like Luka Doncic. I'm just a big fan of his game, so having a little bit of exposure to him never hurts. Dennis Smith is under 5K, so I would keep an eye on him and have some exposure to him tonight. Knicks and Blazers, embrace the tank. I want the Knicks to lose as many games as possible. Therefore, the minutes are pretty tough to predict because that's what their management has been telling Fizdale as well, so he's just kind of having fun with it. This will probably be a blowout. That takes away my interest of Lillard. Nurkic was someone who looked great in projections as well, but, he probably won't be needed for the fourth quarter tonight, which, makes his salary hard to pay off. The Knicks stay in games every now and then, so it wouldn't hurt to have a good GPP stack of this game. Obviously focusing on the Blazers side, maybe running it back with Kevin Knox or someone who's young on the Knicks who, will be in there for development purposes alone. I think my video camera is not working for some reason, but hopefully you can still hear me. We're almost done anyway. The Magic and the Kings is a good game to target. I wrote about Nikola Vukovic. His price is getting up there, but he's just the boss of this team. So I don't think Orlando is going to get blown out tonight. I think it'll be a good matchup. Sacramento scores a lot of points, very high pace. I would go with Fox and Bogdanovic and Vukovic as the players to stack with. And in the I hate this black screen. I don't know if you guys are hearing me or not. I know you're not seeing me, but at least hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. So whatever. Cash plays Fox, Bogdanovic, Hield, and Vukovic from that game. But that's about it. Check out RotoPros.com. We have a nice 1 month trial right now, so it's kind of like a glitch in the system. Like we're giving away a month of a really cool service. So you have nothing to lose. Come check it out. And leave a like or comment, and I'll make sure my computer's charged next time, and I'm my camera's not going black. I'll see what happened here. So hopefully next time we get it right, you can see me the whole way, and hopefully you hear me now. So have a good day. Good luck tonight. And as we get closer to lock, join us in the RotoPros chat room. Thank you.